What's up guys, my name is Dychronic here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about where the Xur is and what the Xur's inventory for February 1st, 2019. He can be found in his regular location here on the EDZ, so head over to Earth into the Winding Cove section here, make your way up this mountain, and you'll be able to find the Xur on his perch. This is his regular Earth location every single time. Let's go ahead and take a look at what he's got in store for us today. So right off the bat, I would say there's a couple items. This one and this one are definitely some things you should take a look at if you don't have them, or if you're looking for a better roll, they probably do have a better roll. But let's go ahead and get started with the weapon, which is going to be the Huckleberry. Huckleberry probably being one of the best PvE SMGs in the game, and I gotta say a lot of people underrate this weapon pretty heavily, especially if you're on if you're on PC. SMGs are a lot easier to use. This weapon can definitely do wonder for you. So first off, the intrinsic perk basically increase fire rate and recoil while you hold down the trigger, and kills with the weapon reload a portion of the magazine. You pair that up with rampage, where every time you get a kill you get a rampage stack, your fire rate increases, your damage increases, you get ammo back to the magazine. You're gonna get to the point where you're gonna have such ridiculous damage output that you're gonna just keep getting ammo back in the magazine, you're gonna keep getting kills, and it just keeps going faster and faster and faster. This weapon actually is really good, and I highly recommend you take another look at it if you don't have it already. There's the catalyst, I think, comes from strikes, I believe, or something like that, or maybe it comes from regular kills. That actually sounds more right, but I forget what the catalyst does. Next up, the hunter exotic known as Stompies. It's basically you have increased sprint speed, slide distance improves, and it also improves all of the different jumps in the hunter's arsenal. Basically, you jump higher, you slide farther, and you sprint faster. A very powerful PvP exotic for hunters. Pretty much the A tier or S tier PvP exotic for hunters. So if you are looking for something to increase your abilities to just go faster, jump higher, and just do better, this is definitely something you should take a look at. And outside of that, you have things like fusion rifle dexterity, hand cannon dexterity, both pair up with really good things in the meta, like the Jotun, the Merciless, a lot of hand cannons like Luna's and Not Forgotten. And outside of that, special ammo on kill is really nice for PvE stuff. And the last thing, you do have the melee cooldown when using your class ability, which is something you should be using at all times. So overall, very good roll for a very good exotic. Next up, the exotic for the Titan today, an insurmountable skull for it, probably the longest name out of any name in the game right now. I gotta say, this is one of my favorite exotics right now. It is definitely my favorite exotic for the Arc class on a Titan. Basically what it does, kills with Arc melee abilities trigger health regeneration and restore melee energy. Basically, if you get a kill with your melee ability, if you go and you use your shoulder charge or use your missile mini fist and you get a kill with it, you get it back. So then you just jump into the air, start sprinting again, and then just hit the next person. And you do this over and over and over again until you don't kill somebody, which is something you try to avoid. Now, this pairs up really nicely with the top class, the one with the double grenades, because I had shoulder charge thing where the shoulder charge kills or melee hits or something will actually charge your grenade faster. So pair that up with this, you get your melee all the time, you get tons of really easy kills, and then you also get grenades really fast. So this thing is very fun, and I highly recommend you use it either for missile or for the top class of the the Titan Arc class. Outside of that, you also have a couple of really good perks on it. First off, hand cannon targeting is always really nice for PvE stuff. I would definitely say for PvE, for the mini fist for sure. PvP for the shoulder charge of the top class is definitely really good as well. And then lastly, having more ammo for these two is also something that's really nice to have. And lastly, bonus super energy on melee kills. This is literally the best thing you can have on this out of every possible thing. More super energy on melee kills. Pair that up with the super energy you get from the mini fist stuff. This is literally what you want. It is incredible. To be honest, I'm gonna get one of these because the one I have is just a little bit worse, and it has hand cannon targeting, special ammo fire, really good, but god damn, that's really good. That is really good. Oh, and I guess it has an ornament, but who cares about it? And lastly, the Warlock Exotic Claws of Cara. Basically, you get an additional melee charge. I gotta say, that's not worth very much right now because that is just not powerful enough to compete in the meta. So I gotta say, Bungie, you've gotta make this thing different. It cannot just be an additional melee charge. It has to do something, at the very least, do something to allow us to use skill in order to get an advantage. Maybe it's like an additional melee charge with a chance of getting your melee back with some special skill ability, or like if you get a kill with your melee or something. It's gotta be something interesting because it's really not. But outside of that, the roll, of course, on the arms are always really good. Hand cannon reloader, having a fusion rifle reloader, really good for PvP stuff. And then finally, impact induction, causing damage with melee attack, reduces your grenade cooldown. Good synergy with this perk here. And lastly, sniper and machine gun scavenger are also very good in this last column. As always, The same perks are pretty much on these same type of armor pieces every single week, so every arm will always have this exact same roll from the Xur. I've noticed over time. I can't believe it's taken me this long to notice, but it's pretty much the same for every armor piece that's being sold from the Xur. So you'll always get something good as a roll from Xur, and I highly recommend you always get those if they're exotics that you want. But anyways, that's the video for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy. Again, I forgot to mention the 5 of Swords thing at the bottom will help you get higher scoring Nightfalls and easier Nightfalls. And then lastly, Faded Engram to get an exotic that you've never gotten before that's before Forsaken. So if you have everything from before Forsaken, ignore this. It's a waste of time. But that's it. That's the video for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy. My name has been Dychronic. Is he using the Ikelos? Welcome, level 30 Pineapple Man. But yeah, that's the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. My name has been Dychronic, and I will see you guys on the next one.